Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you're having a great week so far. So, as we travel down the path of self improvement, we focus on today perception of reality. Now, what is perception of reality and how does it affect our lives? Well, how we view the world is based on our own perception. What we see, feel, touch, hear, and taste are the senses that make our personal experience a reality. It is our perceptions that affect our beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors. So let's define what perception is real quick. It's the way we think about or understand someone or something using our senses, such as sight, hear, touch, taste, and smell. So I read an article by Christine Sheldon that I want to focus on and just address some key points. Now, she basically says, um, her article is called Illusions and the Mind, Perception is Reality. She says, we all have a story. Anytime you say I am, you are telling a story of yourself. Over time, your story takes on a life of its own and you become your story. But who's the author? Who wrote that story? And why did the author put so much crap in there? All that unnecessary suffering, struggle, heartache, worry, and pain. Wouldn't it be better to live in a story without all that? Would have written a main character with such, who would have written a main character with such low self-esteem? Who wants to live a story with that much boredom and unfulfilled longings? The story got its start when you were born, basically, and was co-authored by you alone with the influences in your life. Anytime you were influenced by someone or something, you unconsciously handed your pen over and said, here, you write this about me. And you accept what they wrote as reality. You can write your own story the way you want it to and the way how you want it to play out. Otherwise, other people are designing your perception of the world. Think about it. Do they have your best interest in mind? When you become aware of the fact that you are constructing your own reality, you can take charge and construct a reality that is more pleasing to you. If you change your story or literally change your mind, your vibration and your intentions, you change your circumstances. So the point is that what you perceive as your reality becomes your world. How you view the world is important because if you're not viewing it in a positive way, if your thoughts are constantly negative about the world and your environment and your circumstances and your problems, then your world will continue to be negative. That's why they say, as children, it's so important that we have parents who raise us in a positive, with a positive mindset coming in. Most of the time, it doesn't happen, but when they do, it does affect us as adults long term. So if we've always been around negativity, if we've always been around unfortunate situations because of our upbringing, our circumstances, as an adult, more than likely unconsciously, we may not realize it, but we're still attracting those same patterns and habits from when we were a child. The only way that we can make these changes is to be aware of what's going on in our lives and why things are not working the way that they should. And when you become aware of it, and it's talking about avoidance, not avoiding reality, because what we see as reality is usually because someone else wrote the story for us, which is what Christine was saying. We have to now write our own story because you can always change your mind. You can always create a world starting at any point in time, starting today. So basically, this article is important because it says if you want to accomplish the goals that you want to accomplish, if you want to be positive, if you want to believe all things are possible, you have to create a world that actually represents that. And that's based on your beliefs, your attitude, and your behavior. If you have a negative attitude, more than likely you're going to keep attracting negative things. If you have negative beliefs about yourself, you may have been told as a child that you will never mount out to be anything, or you will never achieve the dreams that you've always wanted as a child, and you put those dreams away somewhere. Well, now it's time to recreate your belief systems. And when you do that, you create the perception of what you're trying to do in the world today. If you see the world doing good, then the world will do good. If you see the world is bad, the world will be bad. That's what it means about perception of reality. You create your own reality based on your perception, how you view the world. How you view the world is the world that you create. So it's important you understand that life is what you make it. When you believe in yourself, you love yourself, it boosts your self-esteem, it gives you the confidence to pursue everything that you want to pursue in life. I'm personally pursuing a lot of my dreams, even though growing up I come from a very harsh upbringing, but I never allowed that to stop me from pursuing my goals and dreams, because I'm creating my life. I'm writing my own story. I'm in charge. I'm the director, other than my Father, Lord, who I pray to all the time. Aside from that, I know that I make a difference in my world because I don't let people dictate how my world should be. I create it. I'm the one living it. So I ask that you do the same. Focus on what you want in life, and believe me, you will get it. Don't think about the negative, because when you constantly think about the negative, you're going to create more of that. So as a example, in your journals, I want you to write down some of the perceptions of the world that you have that are not benefiting you in a positive way. For example, do you feel you can accomplish your goals, or feel no one will give you a chance? Remember, certain beliefs that no longer serve you needs to change if you want to recreate a world that is positive. When you change your beliefs, it also affects your attitude and your behavior. Then you will be able to attract the goals that you want to accomplish in the world. The world is on your side when you decide to perceive it in a different light. And so I ask that you continue to focus on the positive, change your perception, your view of the world. It's not an overnight thing. It's about affirmations every day, loving yourself, seeing yourself doing exactly what you've always dreamed of. So my quote of the day is, if there is anything you want to achieve, you must create the world you intend to perceive. Remember, you are the creator of your own world. You can change it anytime you want. We must learn to be more objective in how we view the world instead of subjective, because when we're being subjective, we're viewing it from a very personal aspect, and most of the time we've had a lot of hurt and pain growing up, and so that has created our world in itself. So we need to change that as adults, and take responsibility for our own lives. So stay tuned for our next topic, which will be focused on subjective and objective thinking. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care. Bye.